Hello, 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 everyone, and thank you for joining us today on Frantastic's Featured Business. I am here today with my special guest, Alex Byron, with Desert Diamond Home Inspection. So, thank you so much, Alex, for coming and joining us here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Yes, I'm so excited for you all to learn a little bit more about Alex and what he does. I just got to see him do a presentation with our BNI group, Desert Synergy, and it was really kind of cool to see him walking around our property in a short amount of time and show us some of the great things that he actually looks for while he's doing home inspections. So I'm really hoping that you have an opportunity to hear a little bit more about him, and maybe if there's somebody that you can think of that would need a home inspection. I think that we should probably do home inspections probably every 5 years just to make sure nothing's going wrong with our houses. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing for us to do. I know you probably work a lot with realtors, but there's things that I don't see around my house that you probably would see.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things I do is home checkups for homeowners like you and me. So people have been living in the house for a while, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. They can hire me to come in and do a couple of hours of inspection of the house and just check all the stuff that might have some wear and tear. People might not think about to check or nobody told them about to check. And so I can kind of point out those things that might need some repair or where something's starting to go wonky so we can catch it before it turns into a bigger problem. And I can give you a punch list of things to take care of to keep your house in good shape and stay on top of things.
That's great. And so, Alex, I really want my viewers to know what's something about you that why are you passionate about doing home inspections? And can you tell us a little bit about what you do for that as well?
All right. Yeah, I am passionate about it. It's definitely a good way of putting it. Um, I really like helping people. My entire life, I've always enjoyed helping people, improving things, making things better. In a previous life, I used to actually work in high tech for about 20 years, 10 years of that in like tech support, IT, that type of stuff, helping people with computer problems. And so I kind of taken that passion over to this job here as well. Sure, I could just go to the house, report, get out, but I do a lot more than that. I really actually enjoy working with first-time home buyers because they're very nervous. It's the first time. It's very overwhelming. A lot of things they don't know. First time owning a house, being responsible for a house, maintaining it. So I really enjoy working with them because I want to teach them. I want to help them. I want them to have not only a good home buying experience and be comfortable with what they're getting into, but I want them to be good homeowners. I enjoy answering all their questions, giving them home maintenance tips, educating them, and hopefully making sure they don't have to learn things the hard way like so many other homeowners do. And part of me being passionate about this and sharing my knowledge, what I see every day is on my website, I actually have a blog where I write articles about home maintenance. Stuff that I see every day, lots of photos in there, tips, what to do, what not to do, talking about roof maintenance preventatively, how to prevent water damage in your house, what you can do to prevent that type of stuff from happening, things you should be doing every year on your house to stay on top of things.
Right.
I run a Facebook group called Tucson Home Maintenance where I help people for free with any home maintenance questions they might have. So yeah, so I want to help people. I want them to have a good home ownership experience. That's what it's all about.
That's great. And is the blog, is that something that's attached on your website that they can find that on your website?
Yeah, just go to the website, desertdiamondhomeinspections.com, click on blog. There it is.
Excellent. Yeah, because I think that us as homeowners, we have a tendency to forget about those little things that it takes to maintain a house. Can you tell me what was the worst thing that you ever found in a home inspection?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, when somebody gives you the keys to your house, they don't give you a manual with it, right? So you just don't know what to do. You have to learn the hard way. So yeah, that's always tough. Worst thing I've seen, there's a long, long list of, of things that would fall into the category. I mean, there's so much stuff that I see is one very common thing is that people have leaks that they don't realize that are there. Usually like under sinks, behind a washer, like on the roof, flashings, whatever. It's anything where water can get into the house, causes damage, causes mold and other problems. That I see that on a pretty regular basis. Then there's other stuff. There are houses that have been worked over by either incompetent, people of all kinds of trades or professions, they've done not a very good job. So I've seen some pretty horrible electrical work. That was a safety hazard, a fire hazard. Some pretty bad plumbing work. So there's always something. So that's again, it's really important to have somebody look at the house and make sure everything's safe and in good shape.
That's great. I know when my electrician came to install a fan for me, he took a picture of the junction box where the existing fan was,
Mhm.
and it was exposed wires in my attic space with the all the retardant stuff on it. I'm like, that's like a fire waiting to happen. Why didn't they? And they didn't catch it during the inspection process.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean, I was like really surprised that we could have it could have burned our house down.
yeah,
So
attics
I
are
like
great spots. I love crawling around in attics. There's so much good stuff you can find. I have like a whole list of things that I find. 'Cause most people don't get up in there, or what happens sometimes the attic hatches is locked, is closed up. But yeah, it's kind of icky and hot in there, but lots of good stuff to find. Like I said, electrical problems where people didn't wire stuff properly, lack of insulation, moisture damage from swamp coolers that aren't properly maintained, broken roof trusses. Yeah, there's like air ducts that are falling apart and cooling the attic instead of the house. So much good stuff to find in attics.
Oh yeah, I like that cooling the attic instead of the house. So
Yeah.
if your air conditioning's not working, yeah, that's what first thing to check, ductwork. So I love that. And I love that you are on so you've got a lot of different ways of people connecting with you on Facebook. So you can connect with him on Facebook, Desert Home Inspections. Just put that in the search and it'll pop up, but there's the link as well if you want to type that out. We also have him on LinkedIn. I like that you're on social media because I think that on social media is one of the places where people like start looking around for what kind of reviews are we getting, etc. And I gotta say, guys, this guy's got 5-star reviews on Google. That's pretty impressive for a home inspection person in Tucson because everybody always complains about something. So I also know that I've heard a lot about you from some of my other friends that have used you in the past and how thorough you are with your home inspections. So I think that that is really fantastic.
Thank you.
And you can also check him out. He is a member of the BBB, so you can check him out with Desert Diamond Home Inspections in Tucson, Arizona. So if you just search that on the bbb.org and you can see all of that on there. And he also has his Google business page as well. So that's just some ways of finding some information about Alex and his business. So, can you tell us who is the ideal client for you? I know you touched on first-time home buyers, but is there somebody that you get the most of your business from?
Right. So my ideal client, there are three different types of clients that I inspect for. The vast majority would be the home buyer, meaning somebody puts an offer on a house, it gets accepted, and then the first thing you do is in your inspection period is to call a home inspector like me to have the house inspected very thoroughly and give you a good idea what's good with the house, what's bad with the house, so you know going forward, so you can make a good decision. So that's definitely the majority of inspections that I do. The second type of inspection I do is the one I talked about briefly earlier, is the homeowner checkup, where somebody calls me and says, hey, I want to make sure my house is in decent shape. There's nothing hidden I'm missing here that needs some work I wasn't aware of. I do that home checkup for you. And then the third thing that I do is the home pre-listing inspection. This is for people who want to put their house on the market pretty soon. And I can come in and I can do a mock home inspection for you and work for you instead of against you. What that means is you hire me as the seller. I come in, I do the inspection, pretend to be the bad guy, right? I'll find all the stuff that the other guy might find, but then I work with you. I tell you, here's all the stuff I found. Here's the stuff that might come up during the inspection when the buyer comes in. Here are some really simple, quick things you can do to eliminate some stuff and make that list a whole lot shorter. Here's some stuff you might not know about that should be addressed because that will come up. So if you invest a few $100 in a pre-listing inspection, invest a few $100 or so in some repairs and fixes, that can greatly increase the chances of the deal going through, of no unpleasant surprises popping up. You're prepared, you know what's going on exactly, you understand what a home inspection is all about. It puts you in a much better position for selling your house. Unfortunately, the vast majority of people didn't realize that was an option. they don't fully understand what the home inspection is. Then the buyer comes in, brings in their home inspector, and they find all the stuff they weren't aware of or didn't realize that could be an issue. And then it's being used against them for negotiation leverage, reducing the price, getting concessions, or even backing out of the deal. So having a pre-listing inspection is actually really a smart thing to do if you're a seller, because it'll put you in a much, much better position.
Absolutely. I know that when we sold our house in California, we did that. And because we did it, and we had, okay, so here are all the things that were found. Here are all the repairs that we did prior to listing the house. Then the buyer that came in said, "We'll just take your home inspection and we'll just check it off. We're good with the house." And
Okay.
so they literally did it as is without having to go through that other uh, condition period of having to close. And so
Right.
it really helped us close our house in 30 days, which was what we were looking for. And I think that's really important for people that are selling their homes to just do it, because I've heard some people that they get into contract and then they have the inspection done and they find $20,000 worth of repairs that need to be done to the house. Guess what? The house has to off the market, and all those repairs have to be done so you can really list it, because no, there might not be anybody out there that wants to deal with that.
Right.
So yeah, so that's kind of important when you're selling your house as well, and especially in this market right now, having your house ready to go, hit the market, sell, and be done quick. I think that's absolutely great, and the great protection for the buyers, because like you said, you don't it doesn't come with a manual when you buy a house, unless you're buying it brand new, then but even buying a brand new home can come with its headaches as well.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Actually, I do a new construction inspection every so often where somebody is smart enough to, when they buy a new house, to still get a home inspection. And I guarantee you, so far, I've yet to see the perfect house. Even new construction house that was just built last week, I always find stuff wrong with it, where their wire switch is wrong, um, fans aren't connected to the outside, doors coming off the hinges, the lights not working, appliances not connected. There's always something going on. So that's another good point. Actually, new construction inspection, even if you buy a new house, get that home inspection.
Absolutely. There you go. And so I know you do mostly in Tucson. Is there anywhere else that you travel to for inspections as well?
Yeah, I don't discriminate. I travel all over the greater Tucson area, Saddlebrook to Vail, Sarita, Westside. I don't care. I travel everywhere in the greater Tucson area.
Okay. So you pretty much just stay in the Pima County area, though.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Excellent. So that's good to know. And then who is a really great referral source for you? Who do you get most of your business through?
So my biggest referral sources are realtors that know me. I All my business is built on trust relationships with real estate agents that share the same values. Um, Real estate agents who appreciate that I'm very thorough with my inspections. I usually take about 2.5 to 3 hours for an inspection to make sure I don't miss anything. But on the other hand, I don't scare the crap out of people, right? I'm not overly dramatizing stuff or getting on some power trip or something. So people that appreciate that and that have the same values, I build those trust relationships. They like me. They refer me to their clients. That's really the bread and butter for me.
Excellent. Well, like I said before, you can check him out on his website, desertdiamondhomeinspections.com. You can also email Alex directly at his email address at alex@desertdiamondhomeinspections.com. So if you have any questions for him, and then you can also reach him via phone at 520-261-9348, and you can call in or text him at that number as well. Is there anything else you want to add, Alex, that you'd like to let our viewers know about before we finish up?
No, I appreciate the opportunity to chat with you here. I think we covered most of the stuff here. You said about questions contacting me. So even if you don't need a home inspection right now, just have a question about home maintenance. Like I said, feel free to check out my website or my Facebook group or just send me an email. If I can help you with a question, I'll be more than happy to do so. And if you want to have something to laugh, go to my website and click on funny in the menu. And you see a whole gallery of photos of funny stuff that I found over the years in inspections that amused me or scared me or otherwise entertained me. So I'll share that with people as well. So if you want to have a good chuckle and have a few minutes, go check it out.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Alex, for being on with me today.
Thank
Again,
you.
everyone. Please comment, love, like this. And we will be responding to messages later on today. I thank you so much for being with me here today on Fantastic's Featured Business. And don't forget to check us out Wednesdays at 1:30 here on Facebook. Thank you again. Oh, and on my YouTube channel. I keep forgetting to mention, I have it on a YouTube channel too. So check us out next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.